Everyone, welcome back to Art a la Carte, and in this episode I'm going to show you how to draw a baby dragon hatching from an egg. So let's first go ahead and block out our baby dragon, and remember you can make your dragon whatever shape you want to, so if you don't like something about this dragon you can totally change the proportions, shapes, whatever you want. Just have fun with that. But I'm going to go ahead and draw out the baby dragon first, just with my basic shapes. So here's the shape that I blocked out for my baby dragon. And you're going to notice a lot of this I took off of my How to Draw a Cute Wolf Pup video, which if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link to that in the description box below. But I just basically used a circle for his head, a circle for his chest, and then brought down some lines along the side for his legs, and then added in kind of the circle-y for his belly area here. And then added some oval shapes that would be his little legs. And again, I go into a little bit more detail about how to put this all together in my How to Draw a Cute Wolf Pup video. And then I just added a little bit thicker of a tail than I would have on like a wolf pup. Made it more lizard-like. And his head has a larger proportion to it. Because I want him to be a little bit more lizardy, dragony, I'm going to give him that big head. So I'm going to cut his head, not in half, but almost in fourth. Maybe if this is half here, I'm going to bring it down fourth here. And this is going to be his lower jawline. And I'm going to put a little bit of a triangle shape right there in the middle. And this is for his kind of the beak of his mouth. And then his mouth coming up here, the sides of his jaw. Kind of wrap that up around. And then I'm going to put in his eyeballs right here. So I'm just going to kind of just indicate where I want them using some circles. And you'll see it's just really light and loose. I'm just playing with the drawing right now. I don't have any set lines that I want for this. So if you just keep your drawing loose, don't get frustrated with a line. Just if a line doesn't work for you, don't worry about erasing it. Right now you're drawing lightly. You're just going to move around and figure out that line. And then once you have the line the way that you like it, you can go back with your eraser and clean up those lines. I'm going to give him a little bit of a flat forehead. All we need to do now is to add in kind of where we want his wings, and you have to decide, do you want him to give him, big wings so he can fly right away? Do you want to give him tiny wings? Maybe his wings have to grow into him. But we're going to do kind of like a bird wing or a bat wing. So we're going to kind of come out and up for the bone. And then these are kind of like the finger bones. If you think of it like this is an arm, these are kind of like the finger bones that kind of come down. We'll do the same thing over here. Come up and out with the little bones. Three little wing bones right here. And then we'll create the bat membrane kind of for the wing. So it stretches so it kind of comes up and down, and then all the way into the side there. Same thing over here. Up and down, just like that. When you draw in the pupils of his eyes, you're not going to want to put them just right in the center of the eyeball. It's going to make his eyes look like they're kind of looking this way instead of focusing in on you. So I'm going to put them just almost slightly cross-eyed. So there's a lot more space here than there is here, and this is going to give him more of a focused look towards you. But of course you could change that. You could have him looking over this way or this way, play around with it. You could have his eyes closed. So now that we have this, we can start adding in just any kind of last minute details. I'm going to put some cute little ridges on his little tail there. Little spikes almost. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to add a little rounded horn up here. Maybe another one coming down here. Don't be afraid also to overlap things. So you'll see this little horn overlaps a little bit this one here. Puts everything together. So next let's work on his little feet. So I'm going to make him you have to decide how many toes he's going to have. So I'm going to make him a two-toed dragon. So I'll put one toe here, and then I'll give a back heel claw. Same thing over here. There's one toe, two toe, and a little claw. And then two toes right out here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now for his eyes, I want to put a little bit of an eye ridge on his eyes so his eyes aren't totally bulging out of his head. So right here is the top of the eyeball, so I'm going to just bring up a line up around it a little bit just to make that ridge a little bit more of a socket. That'll kind of set those eyes into the skull just a little bit. Okay, so he's starting to get really cute, but I said I wanted to show you how to draw a baby dragon hatching out of an egg. So what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of figure out where we want the egg to be. So you could have originally drawn him in the egg and kind of poking out. I kind of wanted to see what my dragon looked like first, but I'm going to go ahead and put in this kind of egg shape right up here. And I'm going to draw really lightly, so I'm going to erase these lines. I'm going to draw an oval shape right here. So I want part of this egg to be kind of covering up half of his face. So here's my egg, outer part. And then I'm going to kind of make this line a little bit cracked. Like he broke out of it a little bit. So there's the front part. And then this back part is going to go back in around behind him and really use that overlapping. Then you can add in some shading and shadowing on the inside of the shell to kind of push that in back behind your little dragon. And you're going to want to take your eraser and erase this bunch out here. So you can see I pushed a little hard because I wanted you to be able to see things in the picture. So some of the things didn't pull up as well, but when I do my final erase, it'll probably pull up a little bit better. So there's a little bit of egg there. We can put, a little bit of another part of the eggshell over here. Maybe just right on the tip of his tail, using that same technique. Just like that. You can draw little pieces of broken eggshell. Again, using that overlapping to help kind of put things together. Connects your picture together when you add a little bit of overlapping. You can add a little bit of crack lines on your egg. Just give it a little bit more fun to it. And there we go. So at this point you can clean up your drawing, add more shading, add more detail. You can ink in your drawing, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go and ink this drawing in, and then I'll be back at the end to wrap out some final details. Also, don't get frustrated if your drawing doesn't look exactly like this. It's not supposed to. In fact, if I tried to draw this drawing over again, it would not look exactly like this. Each drawing is different and unique, just like each artist is different and unique. So just go with the flow. Create your own thing. I'm going to go ahead and add some color to this. You could use whatever you want to color. It depends on kind of what paper you're using. You could use colored pencils, crayons, markers. If your paper is a little bit thicker, you could use paint. I'm going to be using and trying out some of my Spectrum Noir markers right here to see how they work. I just bought some. So this is actually the first time I played with my new set that I just bought. I haven't even played with them except for making like a little swatch. So let's see what I create. Who knows, I might mess this drawing up, but oh well, we're just gonna try and see what happens. And there we go, our finished little dragon. He's so cute. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully you found it helpful. And you're encouraged to go out and draw your own cute little baby dragon hatching out of an eggshell. Whatever color or design you create, I would love to see it. So make sure to post a picture of it to my Facebook page or Instagram. I'll put links to those places in the description box below, along with other information that you might find interesting. I don't know. Well, thanks again for hanging out with me. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.